What's up guys, Demon Asylum here, and while I posted a video yesterday covering the big news about Starfield getting a confirmed New Game Plus mode, there was actually a ton of other info that came out elsewhere from a Discord Q&A that Pete Hines did for the game. With that said, I'm going to be going over the main takeaways from that, and which have been nicely outlined on this Reddit post that I will leave a link to in the description below. So I'm just going to run down the list here, and then after I've gone through it all, I'll provide some thoughts of my own. The game doesn't really start until after the main quest. Says it's his favorite Bethesda main quest ever. He once accidentally got sucked into the vacuum of space because he boarded an enemy ship and the pilot took off. Multiple passive POIs across the galaxy to find. An example he gave was a set of farms where the people give resources to the people of other planets. Modders will be able to create planets. Certain companions will get annoyed with you if you do bad things, even companions who are really close to you. Lots of settlements with their own people in quests to find outside of the major cities. New Game Plus relates to the main story, so he couldn't say a word on it. Says it's different from most New Game Plus mechanics and is rather special. Doesn't know if you can fly from planet to planet, as grab driving is much quicker, only takes a few seconds apparently. Weapon mods combined with skills are really diverse. Said that he felt like Iron Man at one stage. You can get bounties put on you, but there are ways to undo them. Museum on New Atlantis explains the lore of the game, the Colony War, what happened to Earth, etc. Says the boost pack skill is really important and fun. Adoring fan cannot become a robot, LOL question mark. There's an enormous amount of creatures. He has no clue how many are in the game. Also has no clue how long it would take to 100% the game. Says that after 150 hours, he isn't even slightly close. Lots of mod support post-launch. Mission boards can ask you to build outposts on planets. He gave a hilarious example where the mission board gave him a quest to take two people across to a different planet, space taxi question mark. After 5 hours, he found the two people still on board his ship and realized he had completely forgot to take them to their destination. Lots of Easter eggs as you'd expect across the game. No level cap, he thinks. Starter guides are coming out according to the German interviewer, no clue when. And finally, people on PC who have played the game early have said performance is smooth. So damn guys, as you can tell, we got a nice chunk of new info here from this Q&A, and all of which sounds great. I'd say the first thing on the list that sticks out to me is probably that modders will be able to literally create planets. That alone opens up so much potential for so many options, and it's incredibly exciting to think about. Not only that, but also the fact that it was noted later on that there would generally just be lots of mod support post-launch. Definitely great to hear. The next thing that caught my attention was the additional information regarding New Game Plus, and I of course say additional because the info I covered yesterday about it was from the GQ article with Todd Howard, something and someone completely different. Finding out that the New Game Plus is related to the main story and that it's different from the usual New Game Plus we're all used to within games is super interesting and makes me all the more curious about what exactly that entails. Maybe how you choose to end the main story or who with will play a factor in how New Game Plus goes, or what exactly is possible with it. I don't really know. There are so many possibilities, and with them being so secretive still, but while also saying how unique and special it is, it's completely up in the air. Another thing that I thought was crazy was hearing that P has played 150 hours and isn't even slightly close to 100%ing the game. Now, this one is a bit iffy because I think most of us know how easy it is to get lost in a game like this, and then before you know it, countless hours have passed, but you haven't really made a ton of progress towards actually completing the game, if that makes sense. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm only taking this with a grain of salt. I certainly believe what he said, and the fact that such a thing happened for him makes it plenty possible it could happen for many of us too. I'm just also keeping in mind that how everyone plays the game is different, or will be different I guess, and in turn the amount of hours it takes to go full completionist on this game is naturally not tied to his individual experience. That's not to say it won't still take a ton of hours to accomplish it, it very well may, but I think even regardless of that, the beauty of a game like this, assuming it's any bit similar to that of previous single-player Fallout and Elder Scrolls games, is that you can get lost in it so easily and play it for a stupid amount of time without even caring about the main story, going full completionist, etc. Also, that the same can be said for even after you do those things. As for some of the other things on the list that personally made me really happy to hear, we have companions seeming to be very reactive to what you do, and even if they're very close to you already, settlements with their own people and quests outside of major cities, the diversity of weapon mods combined with skills, the enormous amount of creatures that the game has to offer, and finally there being no level cap, or again, as far as he knows anyway. Overall, this was a pretty sizable and positive load of information for Starfield, and that I think only has everyone all the more on the edge of their seats wanting to play. What do you guys think about all this though? Anything in particular catch your eye or have you especially excited? If so, let me know in the comments. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks a ton for watching. Drop a like on it down below if you want to show your support. Subscribe and hit the top bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos or do live streams. And have a great rest of your day.